Hello? Hello?
Oh, what? Huh? No. I'm okay, I'm sorry. I was just having an existential crisis of how hard this is gonna be. Guys, Tekken music is insane. And we're not talking like it's just like bad or, you know, it's just like all over the place or anything. It is technically like up here to the level of like just almost you had to be there to develop the skills to be there so that you could do the thing. Like you just had to, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, I'm not explaining it very well. Basically, they're professionals. Like professional EDM artists, right? I was like, oh, it'll be fun. We'll make some Tekken music. That'll be fun, right? It'll be fun to make some Tekken music, right? Little did I know, it was probably the most intense thing that I've ever made or ever tried to make, just because like there's something about it. Like there's something about dubstep that I've never really got. Anyway, Tekken 7 is full of all kinds of just crazy EDM to extreme heavy metal riffs to straight up Skrillex sounding stuff to all kinds, just all kinds, except for like it all has roots in EDM. So if you're making EDM hybrids of any kind, I think as long as you match the energy, I think you'll get it, but you gotta be able to make it good. You know what I mean? That's the thing about Tekken music, is it's good. No matter what the hell genre it is that they're making, they do it well. You know what I mean? Like whatever fusions they're putting together, whether it be like metal or whatever, it all fits. Some people don't like it. They don't like how polarizing the music is, but I find it to be very interesting to listen to on its own. However, I will say that I don't get to listen to the music very often while I'm playing the game because, you know, the matches are short. So that's a thing. Anyways, I've taken too long. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of everything here. So the composers are in order. Well, not in order, but like there's a lot of composers other than these, okay? I just want to say, but these are the important ones, okay? These are the main three. So we got Yoko Shimomura, Taku Inoue, Ryo Hamamoto. We'll start with Yoko. Yoko is a legend because she did so many good soundtracks. It's insane. Like, it's insane. We got Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy 15, Live Alive. Just a bunch of really good shit. Taku Inoue, also known as MCTC, whatever that's supposed to mean, is a composer, lyricist, arranger, and remixer of the Idolmaster series. He was formerly of Bandai Namco Studios sound staff from April 2009 to July 2018. And then you have Ryo Hamamoto, the man himself. He's worked on apparently many Namco games. Okay, he worked on the arcade version of Tekken 3, he worked on Tekken 6, Tekken 7. So there's been a lot of different composers over the years, but you gotta admit that Tekken 3 was a stepping stone for like everything else. And Tekken 3, I think, did the music for individual characters instead of stages. They started switching that, I think, at 4. I think when at Tekken 4 they started doing music for stages instead of characters. Regardless, they took a lot of that prowess and like energy they got from the music they did for the characters from Tekken 3 and implemented that to the stages. He also did Soul Calibur 2 EP version, Soul Calibur 6 EP version. Ryo Hamamoto's out here, he's doing work, okay? But I think as far as like the information that I'm getting, Yoko is the heavy hitter here, because we're talking Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy 15, Super Mario RPG, Live Alive, Kingdom Hearts, Seiken Densetsu, King's Glaive, Final Fantasy, Napping Princess, so she's composed for anime as well. It's just a bunch of stuff, Live Alive. It's crazy. Okay, so Taku Inoue still does music for Bandai Namco, though as a commissioned artist. So they just hire him in to do the things. They're like, we want like, you know, 5 or 10 tracks from you for this next game that we're working on. He's like, yeah, sure. Anyways, Tekken itself is a very high-paced action fighting game known for its complex yet simple way of creating a fighting game, I guess, a 3D fighting game. Like what Virtua Fighter started, they took and just made it their own style and ran. They ran super hard and it worked. Like, it just works. When you play Tekken, it works. You know what I mean? And the music comes with that. Without the music, it's super weird. Sometimes, like I said, the soundtrack is a little polarizing to most people because there's so many different, like, genres, and there's, like, bro step and all kinds of stuff, but I think it's cool. I like listening to it. Some of the tracks are more obviously directed to be some way. Like, you got stage music that's like, oh, you know, this is the jungle stage and blah blah blah, and you fight on here, blah blah blah. You got round 2 jungle stage, but then you got like story events or like epic battles between Devil Kazuya or something, right? And it's just, they get these epic moments of just crazy movie theater epicness in the music, and it's hard to describe how vast the variety of music is, at least in its own genre. You know what I mean? It still always feels like Tekken somehow, which is crazy, considering how far they go with things. So, here I am, humble little me, browsing my games to figure out what games I want to make music for, and here I go. I see Tekken 7, and I'm like, oh, that would be cool. That would be fun. You know what I mean? I get to make some EDM. Let's go. And then I look up all this stuff, and it's insane, okay? So, I need you guys' thoughts and prayers, which we all know will help me in my time of need, and let's see if I can make some music that sounds like it belongs in Tekken. Hey everybody, and welcome to the breakdown, the cool kids section, if you will. I'm gonna go through this as quickly as I possibly can because I tend to spend way too much time on this. So first things first, look at my CPU. It's about to explode, as you can see. But one thing I really want to get into first is that I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 whole Vital VSTs. Vital is a synth. It looks like this. This is where a lot of the EDM dubsteppy sounds come from. So where's my sound? So I'm gonna go quickly down what sounds we actually have. Now something you can hear is my computer not playing back the samples the way that they are intended to play back. This will only sound correct in the exported version because it's using so much CPU in order to actually do these instruments. But I just wanted to go over real quickly some of the more complex ones. So we got the ones that everybody was probably going to want to know about, which is we got a dubsteppy kind of sound here. So you can see that there's these little LFO triggers. You'll see it like pulse through, right? It's essentially controlling the level 1 oscillator. You see how this, when I hover over this highlights right here. And whenever I hold down the instrument, it will make the adjustments. You can see it. So it's doing those things, level oscillator 2, and then we got pan center, which is probably in the effects, to be honest. I can't remember where the panning is. I'll be real with you. Anyways. So either way, basically, whenever you're making something in this, there is almost, if it has a dubsteppy sound, it's almost always FM synthesis of some sort. So this FM oscillator 3 right here is basically this operator right here is FM synthesizing with this one. They're joined. So if without this one, it sounds a little weird. So you kind of get the differences there. And then when you really want it to sound like dubstep, you gotta make things automate. You have to. This random thing just, it makes it do different things, like it's affecting the filter in the effects. You got a distortion, band compressor. You have voices on the chorus, 16. You got low cut. This usually you'll see it in the next one, but this gets adjusted a lot of the time. All right, moving on to the next one. You got a pretty typical wub. So let me show you that real quick. Okay, so you got so many things automating here. You got this, like a lot of things, right? So like I said, when it comes to dubstep, you automate a fuck ton of things. There's a shit ton of things in here. Filter, EQ band, oscillator 3, sample level, oscillator 1, distortion, distortion 2, frequency morph, filter cutoff, just a bunch of shit, right? You can see all of these things sort of affecting each other. Once again, there's an FM oscillation going on here with this one, and this one is being changed, so it changes the timbre of what it's actually sounding like, because it's adjusting the wave shape right here. There's a little bit of white noise. There's this as well. You can see the peak of it is going up and down and whatnot. The position of this is also changing. You can adjust these parameters right here to help change it. I did not do that for this. The effects, always a compressor, always distortion when you're using FM synthesis to get it really crunchy. Chorus to get more voices in there so it has more timbre, more actual, like, what's the words? I don't know how to explain it, but it helps. Cut out some low, keep the high. You'll notice this one right here, okay? So we got a high band filter here. You can see it moving back and forth and giving that weird... It's helping make it sound wubby. I don't know how to explain it without it. Right? It's just accentuating a certain part of the EQ band. Let me show you what it sounds like without this, because you can see this moving and stuff. This is super important. Without both of them, now all we're adjusting is the volume of things. Sounds super flat, super weird. You need to filter and EQ band the things to make it sound like it's supposed to sound. A lot of these parameters are adjusting from the LFO1. I don't think I put anything on LFO1, 2, 3, or 4. Nope. Yeah, everything's pretty normal from there. So those are the okay, we got one more dubsteppy sound. Sorry. So once again, just a lot of automation. A lot of automation is going down. Okay, so as I was saying, there's a lot of things going on. I'm going to just let you look at it for a second. It's easier to see what it's affecting versus me explaining everything. So that's kind of what's going on there. I'm going to talk a little bit about this right here. Video's super lagging, probably because of LMS taking up so much CPU memory. These flute lead tracks I recorded with my piano over here. And they're just... during the breakdown, a lot of melody going on. There's a lot of white noise going on. A lot of risers. You know, some impact. Just a bunch of stuff, you know? The bass is like a combination of things. I'll quickly explain the bass, and then I think I'll let the music do the talking after that. Okay, so the bass is a combination of these things right here. So first things first is you got an amplifier on my bass channel right here, which has this volume automation, right? So you'll see this volume sort of go up and down and create a side chaining effect on the whole bass. Well, I mean, if it would stay up. So that's what that's doing. This little blue thing. There's some other volume things that come into play. This volume is being adjusted for this one, which is just helping this stick out. It's like a high-end version. This is low-end kind of thing. It does have some other high-end frequencies in there, but this is really where the pluck of it comes from. Then you got this, which is like whenever I want it to sound very distorted and very crazy, it's just a very distorted synth. So you'll notice when it gets to these parts right here, these little sections where these green spots are, it kind of, you know, gets really crispy. A little dubsteppy, you know? So I have that bass going throughout for quite some time, pretty much the entire time. I did loop the song once here. The thing about Tekken music is it's very elaborate and it will change keys and go different places and stuff, and I didn't really have time for that. I could have done it, but I do like the drop enough at this point where I would listen to it multiple times in a row. Like, I've been playing Tekken. I've kind of had an obsession for a little bit, for quite some time with the music playing. So just to sort of iron out any issues that I had in my mind about it. But yeah, so far, it's really come together really well. We got this is probably the next most important thing. This synth is all over Tekken. Like, since the 90s. Okay, so and I combined it with these two. Didn't do much, but it adds a little bit of other texture on top of that, and then you take away some, and then you get the violin coming through. I got some ambient noise going on here. So, as you can see, it's sort of like, it's not a lot. There's not a lot going on. It's very focused on the bass and the rhythm, right? Which is exactly the feeling I was going for. I want the rhythm and the bass to come through the most. The melody is probably second priority, and then all of the other stuff should just support that. You know what I mean? That's it for me. I like fighting game music to be very fast-paced, be very driven, and keep me pumped, you know what I mean? Make it sound tense. So yeah, that's sort of what I did. I hope you guys enjoy the track, and yeah, well, you know, I'll see you in the next part.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video. Thank you for watching so much. This song took me ages to actually produce because, well, it was hard. Gonna probably take a break from super hard songs, or like modern, in-depth, intense stuff. I just wanted to sort of test myself and be able to do it, you know what I mean? And like, it was one of those things that I was just like, if I want to move forward as a producer of any kind of whatever, I need to start pushing out of my comfort zone and do things that I wouldn't normally do. And yeah, it was just the perfect excuse to like learn some dubsteppy kind of things, and like I took that opportunity. I hope it all came together well. I've been listening to it for a long time, and by a long time I mean like all week, and I've been playing Tekken a lot to it, so just to make sure that it felt right. And yeah, hopefully I don't have to make my computer explode in order to play the song next time. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for joining and watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.